Hello everybody and welcome back to another homebrew review. Our last homebrew had a great reception, the best so far, so I'm hoping we can hit another one out of the park with another fantasy trope that's not really represented in D&D all that well. We're going to be talking about, for lack of a better term, blood mixing. Imbuing your blood with power. Oftentimes in fantasy, the person will have a certain lineage, like the blood of the dragon, or he's got the god's blood in him, like Zeus or any other god that gets around. But what if there was a way to achieve that type of power, but not necessarily through typical means? You're beaten, you're bruised, you're bloody. There's a large dragon on the battlefield. With one final shot cutting off its head, you're bathed in blood. Some of that blood begins to soak into your wounds. This is a powerful creature with powerful blood now coursing through your veins. Being able to utilize this power could just be a quick burst of strength, especially if you were going to try to fight off the influence of the blood's power. So let's just talk about what a temporary effect would be. A quick temporary effect would just be a +2 to all damage rolls, and you get advantage on all saving throws for the next minute or so, just to show that you're buffed up, beefed out, and super aware. But what if you were going to embrace this power, the core of it, really accept what it means to be the dragon, having the dragon's blood coursing through your veins? Then truly accepting that power could grant you a permanent buff, kind of like a specialized feat that was from the monster that you just brought down. I really encourage you to customize some feats of your own for like your specific character build, but I've got a bunch of feats in this PDF down below if you guys want to check them out. And if you think giving a side level up like that could be a little too powerful, there's still a downside a part of this too. Your appearance changes to that of something similar to the beast that was slain, or the beast's blood that you've ingested in some way. Some people in certain societies might revere you as a god, or other people may see you as like an abomination. It'll really raise the type of questions of where power is coming from in your game world too. Now, mind you, this is a powerful blood that's essentially trying to take over and change your being in a way. It might change your alignment, your appearance, or anything else like that to be a little bit closer to the monster that's affecting you. But if you just wanted this to be temporary, there's a little bit of a cost, because you can't just expel some power out of your body willy-nilly. It's kind of going to have a fight to it. So there is going to be a saving throw of Constitution, Wisdom, or Intelligence. However, your mental fortitude is going to fight this out of your body. This can be set by the DM, but it should be something kind of hard, depending on character level, so like 15 to 25. If you were able to succeed in expelling this out of your body without cost, you would grant yourself a +2 to Constitution, Wisdom, or Intelligence. This is a one-time benefit, so you don't get to do this over and over with every monster you meet, but it's a great way to show that you've gained that kind of mental fortitude through a personal ordeal of willpower. But what happens if you don't expel it successfully? Well, it could be just plain old exhaustion, 2 or 3 levels, simple as that, and it's easily enough to just sleep that away. But it could end up being a curse or a disease should you end up not being able to expel it from your body properly. I also think it'd be super boring if it was just a plain old disease like, vomiting or diarrhea. So I went ahead and made a personalized disease for each one of the typical monsters that you might think of as gigantic creatures with mass power. So the theme here really is just fighting off the influence of whatever's infecting you, or embracing it and grasping that power. Normally that'd be it. You'd kind of just have the feats down below, the diseases if you fail. But there's one more thing. What if you want to renounce this power, or essentially this part of you, after you've already accepted it? Now we're seeking purification. I think one of the coolest things about this. But what am I talking about when I say seeking purification? You've accepted the blood of the dragon, the power, you have a specialized feat, and you even changed your appearance to resemble a little bit more like the dragon's embrace. But how do we get rid of that? Well, we're going to need a ritual to purify yourself. You're going to need a sage, a witch, wizard, somebody who's a powerful magic user to perform the ritual. I'm sure the DM has plenty of those in their pocket. This ritual is going to connect your soul with any of the participants who are going to participate in the ritual, that being your party, because you know they can't just sit around and do nothing. But if you didn't want to connect each other's souls, this could also be a point in time where they have to protect the body while you guys are under siege. So there's really lots of options. Once the ritual begins and everyone's soul is connected, the soul realm forms. Everyone is able to see into the player character who is transformed by the blood's personal soul, and it's actually transformed by the monster affecting them. I even have a specific soul realm description for each type of typical giant monster that you might find. It could just be an open plain for the Titans, or maybe it's a deep undersea cavern for a Leviathan. But it's time to set the setting, because it's a one-on-one match between, let's say, the Leviathan and the player character who's affected by the Leviathan's blood. Everyone else affected by the soul ritual is going to be able to alter the battle in some way. And no, it's not just going to be a massive CR Leviathan versus one typical player character who could even just be like the healer. It's supposed to be powered down to be relevant to the player character's power. At the very least, it's not supposed to be substantially greater than them because it's already within them. It's almost like a reflection of themselves through whatever monster that they have to vanquish within their soul. In your soul realm, you're just a spirit flying around essentially, so you have a fly speed, a swim speed, and you don't have to breathe, eat, or drink. You are essentially locked in this eternal battle until you vanquish this monster from your soul. And this is where your friends can come in. You are having a typical battle, but your friends are also in initiative, but they have a special type of initiative. I like to call it intervention initiative. Every time that the player character or the monster makes an action, one of your sideline characters are able to alter that action in some way. So let's say that your player character makes an attack on the monster. Another player character in the intervention initiative also has their turn. They can assist in 3 ways: attack assist, defense assist, and spiritual enhancement. While the player character is attacking the monster, another player character in the intervention initiative can declare attack assist, and they're going to be able to give this player character advantage on their roll, because this is going to be represented as if you're fighting with them. They're making that slash and your sword is following right through right with them. That's the advantage on the roll that you're granting them spiritually. Defense assist is likewise the same. During the fight, the monster is going to attack at some point. You're going to be able to give them disadvantage to be able to help your friend vanquish this foe. And then spiritual encouragement is just being able to re-roll any roll whatsoever. So this could really come in handy for any saving throw. It doesn't have to be for attack or defense. Unfortunately, there's only one intervention allowed per turn. This would look like is the player character attacks, 1 intervention is allowed. The monster attacks, 1 intervention is allowed. Let's just say there's 4 people in intervention initiative. We've already gone through 2. The next 2 get to intervene during the next 2 turns. It'll be really simple to keep track of, and everybody gets to participate in this personal battle by connecting your souls together. That's right, we just wrote the mechanics for the power of friendship, and you can totally use that for just about anything else too. If you did need advice on how to scale down the monster to the player character's level, I've left a couple of tips like adjusting the hit points, modifying the attack and defense bonuses, scaling down some of the special abilities to be non-lethal should they be hit in a single combat situation, adjust some saving throws, and possibly even one of my favorites, introducing a weakness. Let's just say there's a scar on the heart from the monster that was vanquished, and when you hit that scar on the heart correctly, it does a little bit more damage. I even left an example of a powered down dragon down below should you want to use it. And I've even got 12 feats, curses, diseases, and soul realms all detailed down below for any of the typical monsters you might find around your D&D world. But for me, I think that's going to be it, everybody. What do you think of the concept of blood mixing? Being able to imbue your blood with power of a great monster, possibly granting yourself a feat that really represents the monster's theme, or just granting yourself a little bit of mental fortitude for resisting the influence of that monster. It could be a great detour for character development, or if you're looking for a way to empower your players without leveling them up every other session, this might end up being a good way to do it. But until next time, everybody, I'll see you all later.